Okay friends, today we are going to see the next chapter, electrolytic conductance. Then first point of this chapter is the Ohm's law. You know, at 12 level you already studied Ohm's law. It is stated as the current flow through the conductor is directly proportional to the applied voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance, of conducting material. Then current is directly proportional to applied voltage and inversely proportional to resistance, where I is directly proportional to E and inversely proportional to R. E is the applied voltage and R is resistance of conducting material, and I is the current flow through the conductor. Then we are going to see what is the meaning of the conductance. Conductance, it is a reciprocal of resistance of conducting material is known as conductance. It is a C equal to 1 upon R. You know the unit of resistance is ohm. So it is a reciprocal of resistance. So unit of conductance is ohm inverse of mhos. Mhos, you know the sign of the ohm is just like this and mho is opposite to that. The conductance produced by the ions in electrolytic solution is called as the electrolytic conductance. Then we are going to see the specific resistance. Specific resistance is defined as the resistance of conducting material is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to its cross-sectional area. Or you can say the resistance of conducting material having a length 1 centimeter and its cross-sectional area is 1 centimeter square. At that time we can say that resistance is a specific resistance of conducting material. So here resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area. Length is L, area is A. So R is equal to rho into L by A, and this rho is known as a proportionality constant. It is known as a specific resistance. Then L is, you know, where L is the length of conducting material, A is the cross-sectional area. Suppose this is a conducting material, this is the length of conducting material, and this is a cross-sectional area of conducting material, where R is the resistance, and where when length of conductor is 1 centimeter and its cross-sectional area is 1 centimeter square, then the resistance is known as a specific resistance. Then specific, what is meaning of specific conductance? It is denoted by L suffix S. Specific conductance is the conductance of conductor having a length 1 centimeter and its cross-sectional area is 1 centimeter square. And then it is a property of conducting medium. But in case of electrolytic solution, this is in case of solid conductor. But what is about the solution? But in case of electrolytic solution, consider as a equivalent conductance. And then specific conductance is also defined as it is a reciprocal of specific resistance. So rho equal to R L by A. Then rearrange this equation for the specific resistance rho, and then this multiplied, when it get transfer, then its denominator and numerator will be changes, and then this Ls equals specific conductance equal to 1 upon R A into L, and then specific conductance equal to L by rho. 1 by rho means it is known as the reciprocal of specific resistance, is known as a specific conductance. Then we are going to see what is mean of the equivalent conductance. It is denoted by lambda. Then the conductance of a volume of solution containing 1 gram equivalent of substance placed in the electrode having 1 centimeter apart to each other. Then practically the equivalent conductance of solution is determined by using equation lambda equal to 1000 into Ls divided by C, where Ls is the specific conductance, C is the concentration of electrolytic solution. Then how to determine the conductance of solid conducting material. The conductance is determined by using the specific resistance, you know, Ls equal to 1 upon rho. Then equivalent conductance is determined by using the specific conductance, by using equation lambda equal to 1000 into Ls divided by C, where C is the concentration of electrolytic solution. Then the resistance of conducting wire is measured by using Weston meter bridge. At 12 level we have already done the practical in physics. In physics we will take a long wooden box. On long wooden box, one scale is fitted, on scale 2 or 3 wire is fitted, that is a Weston meter bridge. We have considered here single wire. Then the resistance of conducting wire measured by Weston meter bridge method. By using this method, unknown resistance can be determined, can be evaluated, and which is connected to the known resistance Rs, and then both resistance connected across the wire AB. Wire AB is a uniform wire which is made up of platinum iridium alloy, and then having a uniform thickness, and battery E connected across the wire AB for supplying. And then the jockey is connected through the joint of both resistance, known resistance and unknown resistance, through jockey through the galvanometer for measuring the current or to find out the null point on wire AB, and then the sliding the jockey on wire AB and find out the null point. Null point means there at that point, the point at which there is no any type of deflection occur on galvanometer. There is no positive or negative deflection on galvanometer, and then measure the length AC and BC. And you know the resistance of conducting material is directly proportional to length of conducting material. So Rs upon Rs equal to length of AC upon length of BC. And then rearrange this equation, we can determine the unknown resistance Rx equal to length of AC upon BC into Rs, and from the value of Rx we can calculate the conductance of conducting material. You know conductance is a reciprocal of resistance, and in this way we can determine the resistance. In the 12 level this experiment is already done. We are taking the long wooden box on scale and then fitted 2 or 3 wire, and then one point is connected to the our jockey resistance, key resistance, and one connected to the rheostat, and this at the joint junction of these two resistance, the jockey is connected to the galvanometer, and jockey sliding on the wire AB and find out the null point, and from this length we can determine the conductance of conducting material. But in case of solution, this about the solid conducting material. But what is about the solution? How to measure the conductance of solution? So for measuring the conductance of solution, conductivity cell is used. Then we are going to see what is mean of the conductivity cell. Conductivity cell are the two parallel electrode made up of by gold or either platinum or gold, and then electrode is fitted in the glass tube, and then electrode is coated by platinum black. Platinum black is obtained from the chloroplatinic acid, and then for what is the advantage of platinum black? Then it overcome the polarization effect or imperfection in the current, and it can be used in the presence of strong acid, alkali, oxidizing or reducing agent, or various type of conductivity cell is used as per the purpose of accuracy required. In our laboratory, these the two types same. So this one is a deep type cell, just like a pen model. In plastic pen, there are the two platinum plate are sealed, and this is a deep type of platinum electrode is fitted. Then deep type of conductivity cell is used in our laboratory. One is another type also. In tank we can measure the conductivity, but in industrial process we want to measure the conductance continuously of the flowing product through the pipeline or any flow material, and there is a flow type conductivity cell. In this, suppose one pipe is connected at this end, another pipe is connected at this end, and this continuous flow are occur in this, and then in this way we can measure the continuously conductivity of the flowing liquid. And then each cell having a definite cell constant is a ratio of length of the electrode or the distance between electrode to the cross sectional area or the contact surface area of the electrode. And then specific conductance, L is equal to specific conductance L by A 1 upon R, where L by A is the length and the surface area is known as the cell constant. So this equation becomes specific conductance equal to cell constant multiplied by observed conductance, because you know observed conductance 1 upon R are divided by observed resistance, cell constant L is equal to cell constant divided by, this is a cell constant multiplied by observed resistance here multiplied, and observed conductance, this opposite sign is there multiplied by observed resistance. So in this way we can, but there are cell constant is determined by two methods. Cell constant is a L by A, then we can measure the length, means the distance between two platinum plate and the surface area. But for direct method of determining the cell constant, the cell will be break, and then this is not possible or not visible. So we measure, for measuring the cell constant, indirect method is used. Indirect method for determination of cell constant. Then it is the method, in this method 0.1 or any standard solution of KCl, potassium chloride solution, is used. It may be 0.1, it may be 1 molar, 0.01 molar. Measure the resistance or conductance of the 0.1 molar KCl solution. Using the specific conductance of KCl solution at room temperature and observed conductance or resistance, we can calculate the value of cell constant of given cell. Then cell constant equal to K into specific conductance of 0.1 molar KCl solution at given temperature, at room temperature, into observed resistance or divided by observed conductance. And then by using the cell constant we can determine the specific conductance and equivalent conductance of electrolyte solution. Suppose specific conductance equal to cell constant into observed conductance, divided by observed conductance here. So by equivalent conductance 1000 into Ls divided by C. In this way we can calculate the equivalent conductance of electrolytic solution. Then we are going to see the effect of dilution on conductance measurement. Then both specific conductance and equivalent conductance changes with concentration. When we change the concentration, the number of ions present in solution will be changes. For strong electrolyte, we know what is the meaning of strong electrolyte. The electrolyte is completely dissolved, completely ionized in aqueous medium. Then specific conductance increases sharply to certain concentration, because strong electrolyte completely ionized in aqueous solution, while the specific conductance of weak electrolyte, just like here CH3COOH, the weak electrolyte gradually changes with concentration. In these both cases the specific conductance increases with concentration. Both cases, weak electrolyte as well as strong electrolyte. In case of weak electrolyte, the specific conductance increases small per extent, but it is a sharp increases. In case of the strong electrolyte, this is due to increase the number of ion per unit volume of concentration increases. The higher is the concentration, the specific conductance become relatively less due to electrostatic and viscosity effect. When you increase temperature, then number of ion increases, or viscosity effect. Higher viscosity, the conductance is low, because conductance is carrying the current through the ions, and it's mobile ions, mobility. And in large crowded, there is, when concentration increases, the number of ion increases, hence there is crowd increases. So there the ions is not move freely, hence the conductance decreases with concentration. After some limit, and then it's a constant. Okay, then the effect of concentration or dilution on equivalent conductance we will see in next lecture.